Papercrafts, and I'm back today with a 12 by 12 process video for you for Speigelmom Scraps. So this one is documenting a photograph I took just a few weeks ago on the 5th of November at a bonfire, and we'd gone to watch a fireworks display, and I've just recently purchased this sheet of paper from Chanel. This is from the I think it's Head in the Clouds collection, and it just suddenly came to me, we've got so many beautiful colours of sequins that I could make a firework layout with it. So what I've done is I've chosen a few areas on this sheet to put a small plastic circle that I've cut out just from a piece of packaging, and I'm just poking holes kind of all the way around it. I think there are 12 holes in total all the way around, and then one in the centre. So I've done the centre ones first, and I do the like split it into quarters first, and then put 2 in between each of the quarters, so that I end up with this kind of circle of holes that I can then sew sequins into in just a moment. I've chosen where to put them really randomly. There's no I've not tried to space them equally. I wanted it to look like the fireworks were just exploding in the sky, kind of randomly in the air. So all I did was I took a strand of purpley coloured thread and popped it up through the centre hole, put 3 or 4 sequins onto this thread, and then popped it down one of the outer holes. And then, so I did that for the quarters first in the same sequins, and then I did 3 of the other ones in different sequins, 4 of the other ones in different sequins, and then the other 4 in a different set of sequins. So I tried to choose some larger ones to go on certain parts of it, then some slightly smaller ones, and then I chose the tiny little hearts that came in one of the sequin mixes to put on the other one. So each firework actually does have they've all got little stars. I've used little stars on all of them. So I'm really pleased with how this turns out. It does take quite a while to sort of pick through them and choose the right ones. I am not even going to attempt to tell you which sequin mixes I've used because I genuinely have no idea, because I ended up picking and choosing from so many different collections. The little stars I used, they're all from Purple Passion. I know I used True Blue, and I think I used I Dream of Sequins, and I think I might have used some out of Gumdrops as well. So I've just chosen lots of different ones. I've tried to stick to blues and purples. I've put some whites in there. Also I've used some out of Whiteout as well, and I've put some really dark blue ones. I think that's in I Dream of Sequins as well. So I've just tried to make each firework, I've done 5 in total. I've tried to make each one different, but also trying to keep the colour theme the same, so it matches in with that background piece of paper, which is all stars, and it has got dragons and a horse there as well, and it kind of just it's meant to be constellations. So I thought, yeah, the night sky fireworks, beautiful. So there you go, that's what they end up looking like, and I do 5 of them in the end. Now what you can see me doing is just cutting little fine strips of adhesive foam, because I'm going to take that cut file there and I'm going to put adhesive foam all the way around on the back of the letters so that I can prop it up. I've got another plan for this one. I was going to make it into a shaker pocket, but then I decided to do something a bit different because I really wanted the sequins kind of left up at the top just being the fireworks, and I wanted something else to go all the way around these letters with this adhesive foam. It takes a little while. I don't make you watch it all because it just takes me a little while to do. But then I go round with glue and I do stick that down. Oh, I do my photograph first. So again, just going to prop my photograph up on some more adhesive foam. Lots of double-sided sticky to make sure it sticks down really well, because it is going to overlap over some of those sequins. So just want to make sure that's going to stick properly. line it up using the ruler on my board and just pop it there. Happy with where that is. And then I'm going to take the Happy Times cut file and I'm just going to trim off any bits you can see out the front of the foam, and then I'm just going to go around every letter with my fine liner glue and make sure there's glue on every single bit of this. It's important for what I'm going to do in a little while. I do end up with cramp in my hand squeezing the glue for so long. But yeah, go around every single letter, and then I do, just off camera, I do just run round with my finger just to make sure there's no big blobs just before I go to stick it down onto the page itself. So here we go, I'm just going to place it underneath my photograph, again just using my ruler on my page to help me get that in the right place. It is a little bit too far left, so I'll just slide it across a little bit. That's what I like about using wet glue, you can reposition things when you need to. And then what I do is I take this diamond dust that I've had in my stash for absolutely ages, never used it, never had an idea of what to do with it. And then I suddenly thought, I know what I'm going to do. So what I'm doing here is it looks like I'm painting inside the letters. I'm not. I am using a paintbrush to spread glue, and then I'm sprinkling the diamond dust on top of my letters. So I'm kind of filling the letter with this diamond dust, with this sparkly medium, and it looks fabulous. So I do put plenty of glitter on, plenty of glue on, and then I put loads of that diamond dust on, and then I leave it a little while to dry, press it all down, and then flick off the excess. So you'll see me do that in just a second. So I'm just filling those letters up with plenty of wet glue. I am using a paintbrush, but I do clean it straight away so that I don't absolutely ruin it. So I put plenty of that on there, and then you'll see in a second. I just tip it off onto my mat there. Here we go, we're going to tip it all off, and we've got fully sparkly letters, and I do think they actually look better in person than they do on the video and the photographs, but they look really, really good. So now I'm just going to take that, I think I'm just sticking a few extra pieces in that S there, maybe a few fell out. Happy with that. I'm just going to put some more glue now on the back of that word remember, because that's just going to go across the corner of the photograph and the title there, because I want my whole title to be Remember Happy Times. And then the last thing I'm going to do is take some glossy accents and a few more sequins from the I Dream of Sequins mix and just add some in as if they were little stars or extra little bits of fireworks. And that's it. Thank you ever so much for watching. Hope I've inspired you to try something different with your sequins maybe. And yeah, check out the shop. Loads of different sequin mixes to choose from, including some of the ones I've used here today. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.